hands-free podcast.
What are you doing?
Getting my voice warmed up. Me, 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 me.
Oh my God.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic edition of the Pants Free Podcast. Pants never required. On this episode, we test the limits of your attention span and teach you how to twerk dance your cares away. Here now is your host, Balonius Francine Marconi, and his podcast compadre, Nik Miles.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of the fancy bed-ridden version of the Pants Free Podcast. That means, well, Nik is sick, and Ciara Cake has agreed to join me only by force because she's here anyway. So we made her be here.
I hope you feel better, Nik.
You do?
Yeah.
We're coming to you from the Black Beauty robot bed.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a Black Beauty or a Beauty Rest?
I think there's one called Black Beauty, and then there's one called just Beauty Rest.
Whatever one this one is, it's the Robot Bed 5000.
And it's the best.
Yeah, it has. Do you want me to make it vibrate right now?
Uh-huh.
Can you hear that? Yeah, how do I make it always takes a little longer than I'd like to make it stop. Yeah. Is it awkward that we're podcasting from my bed?
I don't think so. I think that's the new thing.
I mean, it's natural, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Where else will we be? By the way, Ciara Cake and I will be soon launching our own, not only a vlog of our lives that you'll see pretty much probably twice a week. You'll see updates on YouTube. It's youtube.com/MePlusCake. But on Spreaker as well, we will launch a podcast, which will be weekly, probably on Wednesdays, called MePlusCake Podcast.
So I won't be hijacking the Pants Free Podcast every time.
No, this is just because Nik isn't here, and
No, I'm just confirming so that the listeners aren't like, oh God, her again.
I think they like you. I mean, we did a test, and there's a ton of people already listening.
Well, thanks, listeners.
So, and for those of you listening on iHeartRadio, thank you for tuning in to that. So, yes, Ciara Cake and I are here. And, of course, if you aren't familiar with Ciara, she is my girlfriend. She just moved here from Canada. I forced her to leave her homeland to join me. And she actually lives next door. This is probably the weirdest situation ever. I don't think any guy has ever made a girl move next door to him, have they?
Just the Goomas.
So you're my Gooma?
Rude.
You said it, not me. What the hell? Okay, so tonight, while we're recording this, it's what, Tuesday night? It's taco night.
Yeah, it is.
Because you have to have Taco Tuesday, right?
With our taco meat.
And, oh, God. I hate that word. Taco meat. Those words. I guess it's words. Oh. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound delicious in any way.
I think the word meat is just kind of gross.
Yeah, why do they have to use it? They can just, if they said taco beef, that would be fine. It sounds better, doesn't it?
Yes.
Taco. Okay, so for now on, let's just call it taco beef or taco chicken, but never ever taco meat.
Meat.
Okay, so that's settled. So we had taco night, which would be enough for most people. But then I got some kind of a weird hankering. I said, hey, want to go on a late night donut run? We went, and they don't sell donuts at night, obviously, because donuts are something that they make fresh at a grocery store. And so they have this discount rack at the grocery store we go to. And a dozen donuts are $3.
Yep.
So, I mean, I would have been fine with one small box of donuts. But Ciara decided that we needed three giant boxes.
3 dozen boxes. Well, the thing is there was 3 specific flavors that I really wanted. I wanted the Long John, I wanted a plain glazed, and I wanted the sugar. But they were all in different boxes.
And which one did you eat?
I ate the sugar one, and I ate half of a glazed one.
It's a waste!
But then, so to solve my issue, I just got 3 boxes because what 100-pound girl doesn't do that, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, and I had a maple bar and a glazed donut, and I'm like,
We're currently in sugar comas right now.
seriously, like why did I do that to myself?
Well,
So it's all about the regrets. But I love taco night because I make all the food at my house, and she makes food that consists of chips,
cereal.
some cereal,
Yep.
but kids cereal, like children's cereal.
Lucky Charms and right now, actually, since I got here, I tried a brand new cereal that we didn't have in Canada called Hershey's Cookies and Cream, like based off of the chocolate bar, and it was so good. I give it like a 6.5 out of 10, probably.
Yeah.
I think I was born in the cereal aisle in the American grocery store.
Why don't you do a YouTube channel of just your reviews of cereals?
Because I don't want to try just like any cereals.
Why?
Because some actually look like they might cause tapeworms or something. I don't know.
What kind of cereals are you looking
They
at?
just look like they're really toxic.
What ones do you say no to? Because every ones I've seen, like, no, I'm going to have a chocolate chip cookie crisp. Here we go.
I was going to get Cookie Crisp, and then I was like, you know what? I don't feel good about this decision, but Cookies and Cream one was okay. And Lucky Charms. And you know what? I still really want French Toast Crunch. Has been discontinued except for I think a few places.
Yeah,
online.
you love French Toast Crunch, which I've never heard of before because I don't eat that kind of stuff because I'm an adult.
Rude.
Well, I don't know what it is. And French Toast Crunch sounds like something that you've made up, like the Willy Wonka gave you a box of it, of his magical cereal, and then you're like looking for it all over and it doesn't exist.
Well, I wish that Willy Wonka would give me some because I would do almost about anything for another box of this cereal.
This is a family podcast. I mean, we are pants free.
Take it there. I meant
Welcome to iHeartRadio if you're just tuned in.
hula hoop while juggling some cats because we've got 3. So
What?
yeah.
What did you? I don't know what you just. Did you just derail the whole train of cereal? What did you just knock every cereal bowl?
Moving it from dirty minded from you back to family grade. So.
No, you are the one who said you do just about anything.
Yeah, but I meant along the lines of hula hooping with cats.
Nobody wants that. Anyway.
Please, for the love of God, buy our merchandise. Shirts, mugs, iPhone and iPad cases, stickers, magnets, and so much more. Simply click on the merch link at pantsfreepod.com.
And this is like all MePlusCake podcast stuff. But you know what? This is more like a preview. People will get used to us being on a podcast together. It's like,
Jabbering.
hey, this is what happens. Sometimes Nick isn't here, and we have a different kind of podcast. I mean, that's the thing. The dynamic between Nick and I is different, plus because we're not laying in a bed together.
Right. Right.
Yeah, do your best Nick impression.
Yes, right.
That's tally-ho. Cheerio, then. Pip-pip and all that.
Right.
This podcast is, of course, the Pants Free podcast. It's the bread and butter.
Meat and potatoes.
Yes, everybody. Speaking of meat and potatoes, you know what goes great with meat and potatoes is Dave's Killer Bread. Actually, there's nothing that doesn't go good with Dave's Killer Bread. Dave's Killer Bread is so good, you can eat it by itself. I talked about that before. But the other day, Ciara has just started, as her first month, experiencing Dave's Killer Bread, and she loves the toasts.
I am obsessed with Dave's Killer Bread, actually, and it's funny story, food picky. I don't like bread with seeds in it, and you told me to just give it a chance, and I'm obsessed with it now. I like it with butter, and then almond butter, and agave nectar, and I have it almost every day.
So, and this is another thing, like, we're at the end of one of the loaves of Dave's Killer Bread, and I said, we were toasting it for, like, a snack one night, and she's like, oh, well, we only have one piece. I go, what about the heel? And like the end piece or whatever. She goes, Food Diva doesn't eat that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I snapped my fingers.
You did. And then so I was like, oh, you've never had Dave's Killer Bread end pieces because they're like this glorious thing that like it soaks up even more of the butter or whatever you put on it. It's like candy.
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I had one the next day, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. See?
Dave, you do it right.
Dave is going to be listening to this going, I'm going to isolate that little part. That's going to be my new ringtone. Dave, you do it right. So if you want to get Dave's Killer Bread, look for it in your area because they keep exposing themselves in more and more stores around the country, from New York to Los Angeles to Denver to Portland, of course, and the home in Oregon, everywhere in Washington. You can find it and your location at daveskillerbread.com. Just say no to bread on drugs.
And now it's time for Pants Free News.
Okay, so normally this is where Nick and I go over the weekend news, and I thought Ciara Cake, not knowing any of the stories that I'm going to talk about, but probably has an opinion on most of them, we are going to now delve in and try to do Pants Free News. Okay, so what, are you taking out your retainer?
Yeah.
This is the hottest thing ever.
Sometimes it gets dry when I'm trying to talk. So I'm like, heck.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize you had it in.
Yep.
Oh yeah, sexiest. All right, so
Drool.
it's my girlfriend, everybody. Google, now just came up this week. It's not really been a secret about Google, but this week Google says those who send emails should not expect their messages to remain private. And why do we keep using Gmail?
I like Gmail out of all the mails.
I know. I use it all the time, and I like they upgraded it, and it like has different it organizes your email, so you get alerts and promos and social media, and then your primary account, and all in one now. So it's really good. But so, is there anything you send an email that you would be worried about it being not private?
Nudes.
Nudes?
I'm just kidding.
Tasteful nudes.
Tasteful nudes. No, I actually got an email the other day and I was looking for it in my inbox, but because of the new update with like the personal and social and all that, I couldn't find it. And I was so annoyed that I could not find.
I'm sorry. People are liking my Vines. It's hard being popular. You know what I mean? By the way, if you want to follow me on Vine, it's just Marconi Baloney. Just do a search. Just do yourself a favor. Anyway, back to Google. I love Gmail, and I've only used Gmail forever and ever because when I was first started in radio, my first email address was Marconi@knrk.com. That was the radio station I worked at. It was my first actual email. But I would, everyone I knew, my contacts and everything, only knew the KNRK, my work email. And then you get fired from a job, and then you lose all of those contacts immediately, usually. Because, like, the IT guy is, like, instructed, okay, so at 12:25, we're firing this guy's ass. And at 12:26, we want his email shut off and everything deleted. And, yeah, so then you lose everything. So it's smarter just to use your Gmail. And you don't get all those pesky work emails in Gmail. So it's good.
True dat. Yeah, I have 2 Gmails.
I have like 25.
I know. You make a new one for everything. God, you put on new socks and you're like new.socks at gmail.com.
Well, hold on a second. I got to that's a good one.
Did you know, actually, this is a random fact about Hotmail. They used to spell Hotmail capital H, M, T, and L because it was HTML.
Oh.
I just read that the other day.
That's total geek right there.
My Hotmail account is now deleted itself, but
Is Hotmail a thing anymore?
No, it is. That's what the serial killers use.
Oh, serial killers only use Hotmail.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's deleting my account as soon as we get off this podcast. No, and the one thing is because all my apps on my phone lead to Gmail, so I kind of stopped using all other forms of free mail. And if somebody's really that interested and they need to know like what I'm doing in my private emails, go for it. I mean, I really don't care. Like, I'm not sending anything that's so private that if somebody found it, it would like ruin my life.
I just feel nothing is private anymore. If you put yourself on the internet in any way, shape, or form, it's all over.
But some people don't like that. Like, they think that they should have some privacy, and I think it should be your choice.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't care, whatever. But I don't want like, for instance, like, you know, like Snapchat. If you do a Snapchat, sometimes now they have leaks, and like your Snapchats will end up on the internet, and you know, like your Anthony Weiner might end up as a YouTube joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's like, I can't blame Snapchat for that, because before they were just sending regular nudes or whatever, and that could end up on the internet just the same.
All right, I'll stop sending my to you through Gmail.
Please don't ever stop.
Don't ever stop.
It's the news. It's the news.
Miley Cyrus and her twerk team, she has a twerk team, are going to be performing at the VMAs this year. Honestly, everybody's kind of like crazy about Miley Cyrus. They're making fun of her video, We Can't Stop. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. And we can't stop.
It's the number one song stuck in my head.
I have, like, first of all, I like the song. Second of all, the video doesn't bother me. I mean, I think she looks hot. I mean, who cares? But everybody's like, oh, she's just trying to be obnoxious and crazy. Like, well, who isn't trying to get people's attention anymore? Like she's famous, so who cares?
I have a whole thing on Miley Cyrus, if I can divulge.
All right.
Miley Cyrus...
Sorry, we've run out of time.
She just everything about her. I've never been a huge fan of Miley Cyrus. I've always thought she was a bit of a naughty minx. But, I mean, her song is catchy. The video is kind of weird. I mean, I'm not into it, but I just think, like, she's trying to be edgy and mature and sexy and all that, but I just think she's coming off in the wrong sort of way. And Rihanna's already gone through that. She's done that. I just feel like...
So nobody else should do it?
No, Miley is trying way too hard. She's coming off as extremely trashy in my mind, and I'm not a prude by any means.
But name one celebrity that did like a Disney thing that didn't go crazy besides Justin Timberlake.
Selena Gomez, Hillary Duff.
Selena Gomez is about to go crazy. Half of her videos are like right on by cusp of going.
Yeah, but she's doing it right in my mind, and I'm not even a huge Selena Gomez fan either, but she's mature and she's sexy without being, you know, talking about doing lines in the bathroom and dancing.
Just wait. Just give it like 2 more albums.
Well, we'll see. And I mean, lots of those girls do kind of get corrupt, but I just
Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Annette Punicello.
Who in the hell is that?
She's the original Mouseketeer.
Mickeym. No, but I just think that Miley Cyrus needs to just sit down for 5 seconds and just relax. She's like doing nude campaigns and her is everywhere and stuff like that. It's just not, I don't know.
You say it like that. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have a problem with Miley Cyrus. I think she's attractive, and I think her music is entertaining, and it's good, and she's got a great voice, so whatever. You don't think her voice is good?
No, not at all.
So that's the one thing I think most people agree on, that she is talented.
I don't think she's not untalented. I just don't think she's anything special. And did you know, actually, the We Can't Stop song was originally written for Rihanna?
Yeah, what song is it?
Hands-free news.
Now, this is like a little bit old of a story, but I know you'd have a great opinion on it. It's only in a few states now, in California, and I think maybe northern Washington, I'm not sure. But Taco Bell now has a breakfast waffle, a waffle taco. Have you seen this picture?
Yes, and the waffle meat looks really meaty.
Waffle meat?
The breakfast meat. The meat. Meat!
I like waffle meat. Like,
Sick.
You know what they should do? Instead of making the waffle out of like whatever dough mix, it should just be waffle meat.
Yeah, it should.
And the inside would just be, okay, imagine this. Waffle meat in the form of a waffle. And then inside is an egg and some cheese.
Right.
Delicious.
That's like the chicken. That's like the thing from KFC where the buns.
No, don't compare my invention to KFC. Come on. The waffle in the like you would basically pour the liquid meat.
Oh God!
Into the waffle maker.
Did you know? I'm just dropping facts like for every story.
Oh my God! Facts. Here we go.
I have never eaten Taco Bell in my entire life.
I can't remember the last time I've had Taco Bell, but if Taco Bell did want to be a sponsor of this podcast, I'll say it for the second or third time. Come on in. We welcome you. Now that we're in iHeartRadio, you never know. But I don't really know about the waffle taco. I don't even. Taco Bell's just trying it out, obviously. But I would suggest a bacon waffle taco or something like that. Have you ever had a bacon waffle before?
No.
Hot Cake House in Portland, Oregon, the best bacon waffle ever. Ciara's going to tell us a little story now about how she's not a sweet and savory person because she's a food diva.
I'm one of those people who, when I get food, I separate everything because
Food diva.
I don't really like it to touch, and I don't really like mixing.
Food diva.
Like, if I got syrup on my sausages or something.
That's the best part.
I don't like it.
Just a little bit, not enough to like notice, but just like an accident, like, yeah.
Well, it's not like I wouldn't.
Like a little bit of maple syrup on the tip of some of your bacon.
Well, when you put it that way.
Food diva. Yes, delicious. So I'm going to say, you know what? Just for the sake of science, I would, and I haven't eaten Taco Bell in a long time. When it comes to my area, I will put it in my area.
No, you will not.
I'm gonna try the waffle taco.
No, you will not.
I'm not afraid. Actually, I kind of am, but who cares?
That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, that's the danger. So Usher's son, you know who Usher is, right?
Yes.
What is it? What is that song about? Gonna make love in this club.
Yeah.
Gonna drink bub in this club.
Yep.
And what else? What does he sing?
He also sings "And Baby Tonight."
Yeah.
DJ.
And I said yeah.
Are you trying to oversing me?
It isn't hard. Usher's son, I guess, almost drowned in the pool at his house, and he was rushed to the hospital. And some people were saying that Usher's ex-wife or estranged wife or whatever was going to use this as an excuse to gain complete custody. Usher's son is home and I guess doing all better. But how sick must you be if your son almost drowns in a pool? Probably at some kind of a pool party situation or something. I don't know the details, but
Just parents who use their children as props against each other are just sick human beings.
You think the parents should be drowned?
Yes. In taco meat.
When news breaks, we're the first there to mock it.
What season is it? It's the last season of Is it season 8 of Breaking Bad?
The final season.
The final season of Breaking Bad. The first episode was last weekend. I'm so excited. I can hardly wait for the second, because that was an intense episode.
It was. It's a really good show, and it's not something I ever would have watched if it weren't for your recommendation. But I really like, is it AMC?
Yeah. AMC, because they have Mad Men.
Mm-hmm. AMC and HBO, I think, are my favorite television shows.
What is AMC going to do? Because Breaking Bad's going to be done, and then Mad Men will be done. Those are their two big hits.
Well, maybe they're coming up with something right now.
Maybe we should develop a show for them.
Let's do it.
Marconi plus Cake, coming to AMC this fall.
I'd be able to swear at least.
No, you're not allowed to do it. Only occasionally, and that's when your ratings are really high, and then they're able to pay off people who try to sue them.
Well, let's go to HBO then.
Oh.
That's where all the fun happens on TV.
Then we'd have to get cable. I don't have cable. We're watching it on Apple TV, and this is the hardest thing, too, because most people don't even think about this, but AMC is on regular cable, but I don't have cable. I have internet. And, pretty much everything you can see on cable, you can see on internet, except for, in real time. You're not going to see Breaking Bad when it's on, but you'll see it basically within 12 hours of the airing of that if you buy a season pass on iTunes. And so that's what we did, and I couldn't wait because I got up and I'm like, "Hey, I woke Ciara up. I'm like, hey, we can watch Breaking Bad now." She's like, "It's night." Do your impression of you waking up. And I was like, "No, I can't wait." And she's like,
"No, it's more like this, wiping the drool off the side of my face."
What I was thinking is, wouldn't it be great if the next episode, if Walt opened a Taco Bell and served the waffle tacos? The Walt Waffle Tacos.
As long as he kills someone in taco meat.
Or if Junior just worked the drive-thru.
Right. I don't know what to say to that.
I like all my ideas, even if you don't. There you have it, another exciting example of how to do a podcast in bed with your girlfriend as the co-host when your regular co-host is sick. But Nick just had that stomach banana-ing or whatever. He has a stomach the size of a banana now.
So is that what's making him sick, or is he sick with
God, I hope not, because I think it's just like a cold. We had the cruds for like 3 weeks. We still have it.
Cruds.
Right?
I think mine's back to allergies now. I have had the worst allergies I've ever had in my life this year.
And we're passing it along to you right here on iHeartRadio and PantsFreePod.com. So I hope you enjoy that. You're welcome, America. We'll be back soon with another edition of the Pants Free Podcast with Nick Miles, my co-host, and you never know, Ciara may be back, but you will definitely hear her on MePlusCake podcast and watch our vlogs on YouTube. All the links will be in the description below. Thank you both for listening. Until next time, I'm Belonius Francine Marconi along with Ciara Cake saying,
don't drown anyone in taco meat.
Pantalones a libero.
Join us again next time for another glorious edition of the Pants Free Podcast. Can't you stay just a bit longer? I'll bake some cookies. Rub your feet.
Pants Free Podcast.